It's a recording is very important because
जी
then
जी
the similar message will reach out to the everyone. क्योंकि हर नागरिक के लिए, हर समाज सेवी संगठन के लिए ये संदेश बहुत जरूरी है.
जी
व्हाट रियली आई वांट टू टेल कि देखो,
yes
हमारे राजनेता तो जैसे हैं वैसे ही रहने वाले. वी कैन नॉट चेंज अवर लीडर्स, क्योंकि दे आर बोर्न लाइक दैट. उन्हें देख, शुड आई स्पीक इन इंग्लिश और हिंदी?
जो भी आप सही समझे, मुझे कुछ भी चलेगा.
अच्छा, ओके. तो मैं deliberately let me speak in English so that
Okay.
it can can be addressed to them. Rather,
Yeah.
you can share this communication with your team. Probably
Okay.
that will be good for the priming them, right?
Right.
What I really feel that our problem, the way we got the independence, so-called independence, which is more technically transfer of power.
Okay.
Lot many compromises has been done which are not part of the public knowledge even as on now,
That's right.
and those compromises were detrimental to the national sovereignty. I always feel very pained after knowing that London Declaration, where our honorable Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru owes his allegiance to the British Crown.
Yes.
He said that India will be subservient to Crown of England or Britain, right?
Britain. Right.
I really question whether my Prime Minister is really having this right to do that as per our constitutional arrangement. I very strongly feel he is not having this right. He kept the Indian population. He kept uh, uh, basically Constituent Assembly, which was constructing constitution, and this allegiance to the British Crown should have been approved by our draft committee, because that was the deemed parliament of that time, right?
Right.
Because there was no parliament in existence, because no election was held, or maybe I'm not very sure whether that some I think government was already in existence as per the election were held in 1946, right? So I don't know how exactly it was working, but I feel that Prime Minister was not having the power to owe allegiance to any other country or crown and making ourselves subservient to them. And it is very pity on us that we kept on sending everything for the approval of crown till 1950. Do you know this or not? Even the
Yes, I have
prime
some idea. Yes.
yeah, ministers and all those, all decision taken by the prime minister, they were sent for approval to the crown. This is
Yes.
humiliating. This is bad. Now I will raise a very simple query that as a good citizen, as a good leader, as a good salesman, whether we would like to subject our national to the same rules and regulation which were intentionally made to humiliate, to insult, to oppress and exploit slave Indians, whether as a statesman, whether as a leader, should we have imposed the same set of rules on our population? What do you feel, Mr. Derry?
Yes, I agree with you that we should not have been subjected to this, and Jawaharlal Nehru ji shouldn't have done this on
not
behalf
have
of India.
Should not have done that. And basically that judicial or administrative system which was meant, which was more like a symbolically showing that justice is being done, but nowhere justice was there, because the innocent freedom fighters, those who have not committed any big sin, any big crime, they were not only imprisoned but they were hanged also. I would like to specifically quote incidents of Sardar Bhagat Singh. he just bursted one smoke bomb. As you understand, it just creates smoke and nobody can die out of it, right?
Right.
So, a bomb which cannot cause death of anyone, and he said that I am not going to run away from assembly because the intention of bursting this smoke bomb is to attract the attention of the nation. Do you feel it was a big enough offense for hanging a person? It was
No,
not.
of course not.
It was not. So then why the same set of the colonial rules and the judicial and administrative system has been imposed on us? Very shortly, you must have heard our Honorable Chief Justice of India. He said that we are subjected to same colonial rules and regulation, and we are managing anyhow within that. And if you recall, Chief Justice Ramanna said, justice is not available for poor man in India. Whether we should have those kind of the system, we should not have. Then I would like to ask the third question. A peon who is not taking any important decision, he has to be a person of a good moral character and he has to be educated as well. Then our politicians, our public representative, those who are our destiny decider, those who are the lawmaker, why they should be illiterate, why they should be criminals, and the tendency of opting for the criminals are increasing day by day. I am very sure you must be aware of that the recent election which has been conducted in 2022 of the UP election, out of 403 MLAs, 205 are having the criminal record as per their own affidavit.
Yes.
We are not giving any additional information. Somebody might have hidden something. We are not very sure, and our system is so surveillant that lot many things which must be crime, but they are not taking cognizance. So if we will say that any criminal activity, whether reported or whether registered or not, if that is a crime, then in that case 100% politicians are the criminal. 100%, not 51%. So whether we should subject ourselves a kind of a very bad law which is called the People's Representative Act 1950-51, which has not created the right kind of the rules, which has not created right kind of the values. We are having mushrooming of the political parties, and they are existing for their own interest. We don't know why that, what is their interest and why they are there in helm of affair when they are not winning even a single seat. What is the purpose and reason of their existence? And they are existing for 20 years, 25 years.
Yes, and as the people, we can just see that the only thing that is coming out of it is their own profit, their own control, their own power, but they are not giving any of the needed services and providing any of the solutions that the citizens have asked for them. The citizens have voted them into power to solve some problems. They are not able to, and they are not willing to solve those problems. So the people also understand that these ministers are just doing their own business. They are not doing anything for the citizens of India.
They are minting money, and that money is so much that they cannot accommodate it in India, so they are depositing in the foreign bank like Swiss bank.
Right.
So, and they are essentially lawmaker. They are not making even a single law. The law which had been enacted by the Britishers, where against the conscience of the nation, should have been repealed, and the lot many enactment which has been done by the Congress, which are strictly against the spirit of our Constitution, at least those many should have been repealed.
Yeah.
Now, is it not very atrocious that Birthplace Places Act 1991 Section 4 says that court are barred from taking cognizance? So, people of India, they are barred from seeking justice. भारतीयों से न्याय की भीख मांगने का हक छुड़ा लिया गया. Is it not very atrocious?
Yes, of course.
It is highly atrocious. So what I feel, we are having lot many, and you are in helm of affair, you are doing wonderful job in different arena, and you are connected with the n number of the social organizations. They are really working in the different segments. Somebody is working for the education, somebody for the upliftment, somebody for the poor and downtrodden children, this and that. If
Yes.
we really take all of them together, and if they can become the volunteers, and if they can really join Crime Free Bharat mission through the app, and by जो है igniting the knowledge to the other people, and if they are having vision, ambitions to act from the behind the curtain, because lot many social service people, they do not want to be in helm of affair. So taking care of their that basically disposition of their mind, if we can really request them and impress on them, if they could just जो है become member and complete the obligation as a member. And obligation of the member is very simple. You conduct some meeting within a people known to you. We are working with them many years with them. Those who are your own family members, your friends and your neighbors and your relatives and your people of the different circles, nearby
Right.
nearby youth and student, nearby senior citizens, and nearby the people those who are working in the several social services. If we can really conduct with them a very small kind of sangoshti, I mean, of the 10 people, 5 people, 20 people, I mean, not more than 20. And if we can really impress and ignite them, and asking from them whether they want to be members or the Chandragupta. And essentially, whether it's a members or the Chandragupta, both are doing the same thing, conducting meeting, and adding the people, right? Uh,
Right, right. So on Gupta ji, now I'm in a car and I'm losing the signal.
okay,
So this evening in the online meet, you can
okay.
explain more in detail
Very
about
true, very
the
true,
Chandragupta
very true,
and
very
Janakya,
true, very
so
true.
that it can be recorded and we can share that with others as well.
Even this much I will share with you, so that as a preliminary you can share with the friends, so that at
Right,
least
okay.
at least this much communication they can hear, and they can really work for it, and then we will explain, and we will make this miracle within 9 days. So we are still not late. We are just not
Yeah.
late, right?
Right.
Okay. Regards.
Thank
regards.
you.
Okay. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Bande Matram.
जी हाँ, जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे स्वराज, वंदे मातरम.